guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Natasha with Trader Joe's List, and today I'm going to show you how to air fry garbanzo beans. So they're kind of like croutons that you can use in your salad, but they're not like croutons. They're like garbanzo beans, but they're crunchy like croutons. But before I do that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video. Let's get to it. Okay, so I mentioned this in my last haul. You guys wanted to see me air fry garbanzo beans, so I'm going to show you this really quick and easy way to do it. You air fry them so they're nice and crunchy, and I like to use them in salads instead of croutons. So step one, get a can of garbanzo beans. Step two, we're gonna open it. Make sure you have a can opener that works, because when they don't work, it's not fun. And I don't know what it is, but like I tend to have, like, you know at the grocery store where you can get the cart with the wonky wheel? Well, I always tend to have the can opener that does that. If anyone has a brand they recommend, let me know. This is XOXO, which should be pretty good, but who knows. Okay, here we go. So I'm dumping them out into a little strainer. And keep in mind, you can save garbanzo bean juice. It's known as aquafaba, and you can do a lot of things with it. Like you can use it as meringue, like to make meringue things. Step one, you want to rinse them off pretty good. Step two, here is our bowl. So I strain them, and you can hear the air fryers on in the background. So you want to preheat your air fryer. I'm preheating mine at 390 for 5 minutes. I finally got like proper bowls, so I feel like a real cooking channel when I use these. Even though I'm not. Alright, so I'm gonna use avocado oil. That's one of the tips, is to use, when you air fry the garbanzo beans, use avocado oil because it has a higher heat point. I think that's what it's called. So basically it helps them get crispy. And I put probably in a can, I don't know, I just wing it. That was probably around a tablespoon. And then these are the salts I'm going to use. You guys can really use whatever you want, but this is what I'm going to recommend. Some paprika. It's not Trader Joe's brand, because I have a lot of this to use before I get some. I'm going to use some onion salt and some garlic powder. Okay, and I'm probably going to also put a little bit of salt in. So I don't know, I would say like probably around like a half teaspoon paprika. I just wing it, guys, really. That's the thing with cooking, you can't really screw it up. A half teaspoon onion salt. Garlic powder, yes please, you can't really go wrong with that. Probably a half teaspoon of that too. And then I just kind of use cooking skills and do this and hope I don't have any jumpers. Sometimes I get jumpers. And just because I like things salty, I'm just gonna add like a pinch of salt. Pinch of salt. That, okay. So here are my garbanzo beans. They're in their little garbanzo bean marinade. And they're about to go enjoy a day at the spa. So it's almost been preheating for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna keep it at 390 degrees. It's almost to 15 minutes. I'm gonna dump it in. And this is the Ninja Foodie air fryer. There's a lot of different air fryers, but this is the Ninja Foodie. I like it because you can do pressure cooking as well. You can also steam, bake, roast, do a bunch of things. I'll put a link to it. One thing to make sure, you don't want your garbanzo beans on top of each other, so try and smooth them out so they're in one layer. And that's it. We're gonna let it go. It's got about 15 minutes, so you will want to do it depending on the temperature of yours. I have it at 390 degrees for 15 minutes, and halfway through I'm gonna go ahead and kind of shuffle them around. But yeah, this is at 15 minutes. We'll check back in another 7-8 minutes, see how they're doing, and toss them around. And yeah, I'm excited. This is Pat the Spatula. I will put a link to Mr. Pat or Mrs. Pat, who knows, in the link. Okay. 1 minute. Well, actually 8 minutes. Okay, so checking back, it's got about a little more than halfway done. Got a little distracted. But what you'll start hearing is the garbanzo beans popping. So when you open it, be careful, because they'll kind of sometimes they explode because they're getting hot. I'll just give you what's going on right now. So you can see The garbanzo beans, they're kind of starting to crack open. They're definitely, some of them have definitely cracked open, but that's good because you want them to cook. You want to get them nice and crunchy. We're gonna let them go for another, what are we at, 6 minutes? I'm gonna check on them in a couple minutes and give it a taste test, but yeah, let's see how they go. Okay, I'm very excited because the moment of air fried garbanzo bean croutons have come. We lift the lid open. I'm gonna show you, they look perfect. Look at that. So those are our garbanzo bean croutons, and I'll put some in a little bowl so I don't have to fish in there. It's very hard to film and garbanzo bean at the same time. And then we'll just scoop some out. So I ended up going the full 15 minutes. It was actually like 15 minutes and 30 seconds. So there we go. And you can hear them crunch. You see that? I hope you can hear that, because I hear it. Anyways, these are the garbanzo bean croutons. The only thing is, you kind of gotta use them all, like when you're cooking them, because when you put them in the fridge, they lose their crunch, but they're still really good the next day. But this is how you get optimal crunch. You use them immediately after making them. Boom. I'm gonna go make a salad with them now. Have some dinner and some wine. You guys have a good night. Thanks for checking this out. If you have any questions, leave me a message. I will link my favorite air fryer, and I will also link my favorite spatula. And yeah, enjoy. Bye.